So if you've followed me for a while now, you will know, or you might have heard me say, that calories are pointless. I don't count calories, they're useless. They don't exist. What else have I said? What other crazy stuff have I said? You know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say much on here because I don't know why. If I even say the slightest swear word, the copyright strike comes on. The monetization goes yellow. For those people who monetize will know. It says your video will be shown to a fewer or less audience, whatever. And I've already got a small audience as it is. I don't need a smaller audience. I'm trying to grow out here. So you get what I'm trying to say. When it comes to calories, I'm always hating on calories and always saying they don't exist, they're not real, they don't count. So it's been a while now. I'm going to elaborate on it in this video. So listen up. First of all, the system that they use to measure calories, this thing called a calorie bomb. They freeze dry the food, whatever that is. Let's say peanut for this instance. They'll say freeze dry it. They will then put it into this thing called a calorie bomb. They will then burn it around some water, and they will measure how long it takes for the water in the thermometer around the actual thing that they're burning takes to heat up. Based off that, depending on how it goes up and how fast the temperature rises, they call it a calorie. Yes, I know. Yes, that's true, and yes, that's what you guys have been following. All you slaves, that's all you've been following. Now, I don't care if you break it down for me any more than that. In a nutshell, that's what it is. If you were to try and explain it to somebody who was a 10-year-old, that's how you would explain it. The fact that you can't explain it to a 7-year-old or 10-year-old tells you that it's bullshit. Anyway, I'll go on further. Then you get that peanut, and you say, well, how do we break this down into a carbohydrate energy source, a fat energy source, and a protein energy source? Well, you can't. You have to do each test individually. Okay, so let's get 100 grams of peanuts and do that test. All right, okay, I'll do it. Now let's get that test done 100 times over with 100 grams of peanuts. Guess how many different results you're going to have? 100. No two results are going to be the same. So, you see the issue with that. It's not accurate, is it? It's not accurate. Okay, great. Not accurate. So now you guys are kind of following me if you understand and you believe that it's not accurate. 100 times over, ask any scientist, if we do that test 100 times over, will we have 100 different outcomes? The answer is going to be yes. Well, that's it. Might be close, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to explain about the close bit in a little bit. It's not accurate. Then on top of that, you mix. Now, peanuts are raw food. An apple is a raw food, and a grape is a raw food. These foods have not been mixed or they don't have any other ingredients other than what they are. Now let's add, and let's take a Quest bar, which was the argument was about recently. Now let's add 150 different chemicals in there. How are they measuring these chemicals as calories? But apparently on a Quest bar only has 2 grams of sugar because that's what it says on the packet. Well, without getting into it in another video, you know that that's garbage as well, because they're allowed to write anything they want, because that's just science. Just allow it, because they own the world in nutrition. They can write whatever they want. I can make a supplement tomorrow, and guess what? I can put on it pretty much whatever ingredients I want. No one is going to test it. Do you know why no one's going to test it and call me out on it? Do you know why Snickers and Mars bars and all these companies don't ever get called out on, oh, actually guys, you haven't got 12 grams of sugar in here, you've got 13. Do you know why they don't get called out on it? Because no one can test it. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed like some pasta company that says, we have only 20 grams of pasta in here, only 20 grams of carbs. The other pastas have 40 grams of carbs, but we have 20 grams. We're 50% less carbohydrate or less sugar than the other pasta. Do you know why that pasta's still around today? And do you know why no one tests that pasta? No one calls out that pasta and says, actually, these pasta companies making a false claim. They're incorrect. Do you know why they can't do it? Because they can't test it, G. That's why. They can't test it. So you can write whatever you want. You can say on a Quest bar, 2 grams grenade bar, 2 grams of sugar. No one can test it because they don't exist. And that's what you guys have been duped for. Now there's going to be certain people on there that are going to try and play the intelligent card. Well, you can test it if you take it to a laboratory in Harvard and this and that. Shut up, bro. You know I'm right. Can't test it. Very, very simple. And you can't test it accurately anyway. So, like I've mentioned, now we take an item like a bar or any food, for instance, that's been mixed with a couple of different things or 100 different things that we have available nowadays on the market. Each item now has at least 50 different ingredients inside it. Now, when we freeze dry that item to check the calorie from that food, how accurate is it going to be? Is it going to be accurate? No. So my point when it comes to calories is, if you want to use it as a baseline, as a guideline to the amount of food you're going to consume, then you can, is it going to work? No. Is it wrong? No. Is it right? No. Is it the most effective way of measuring it? No. Are there better ways of measuring food out there? Yes. I'll give you an example, just a very quick one. If we were to take a bottle of water, or if we were to take a bag, let's say we take a carrier bag, and I said to somebody, fill this carrier bag up. What metric would you use to fill this carrier bag up so that it'd be accurate every single time? Do you think they'd use kilograms? No, because they could use a kilogram of feathers, you know, and how much would it fill up? You'd probably get more than a kilogram of feathers in the bag. It would fill to the brim. Let's say we got a kilogram of rocks. A kilogram of rocks would look like this, dense. So the bag wouldn't even be full, and already you got a kilogram in there. So is it accurate, kilogram an accurate measure to fill a bag up? It's not, is it? That's your stomach. You're weighing stuff to fill it up. Doesn't sound so good anymore, does it? Now, would you be able to fill it up in litres? Sorry, calories. You're trying to fill up your stomach in calories, aren't you? 2,500 calories per day. That's what people say, 2,000 calories per day. Let's fill up in calories. You have dense calories. You have, what's the opposite to dense? Light. Yeah, you have those calories. You have feathers and rocks. Now, the reason why weight is a good measurement system for your food is because 1 litre, if you were to fill that bag up, let's go back to the bag, sorry, I'm bouncing around all over the place today. If you were to fill that bag up, you would fill it up with millilitres or litres every single time. And you would be pretty accurate every single time. Maybe not close, but you would be very close. And if you were good and it was a closed bag, you could fill it up 100% of the time, 100% right. Yeah, if that even makes sense. Now, we know that kilograms are very closely linked to, or grams are very closely linked to litres. There is some sort of equation that matches up together. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's 1 kilogram for 1 litre. Something along the lines of that. I might be wrong, but you get what I'm trying to say. You can always kind of measure liquid with kilograms. It's a good measurement. But with calories, can you measure it with calories? No. Because you have dense calories, you have light calories and all that kind of shit. So, now going back to why it's a failed system and it doesn't work. Let's say you took out your iPhone. You take your iPhone out your pocket, yeah? Let's try this now. Get your iPhone out in your pocket. By the way, no script. As you know, never script. No ChatGPT, no script. You should know that by now. Take your iPhone out your pocket. Sorry, don't take it out your pocket. Leave your iPhone in your pocket. Get a piece of paper. Draw the size of your iPhone on that piece of paper. Go ahead, draw it. How accurate are you going to draw? Now take your iPhone out and place it over your drawing of the iPhone. How accurate are you? My guess is if you're good visually, you're going to be 90% right. If you're really terrible, you're going to be about 70% right. Okay, no problem. Now, trace your iPhone today. Okay, traced it. How accurate is that? 100%. Okay, great. 4 times a day, trace your iPhone. Trace it, trace it, trace it. For 1 week. Trace your iPhone for 1 week. Trace it. On day 8, try and draw your iPhone, the outline of it, without using your iPhone. Then take your iPhone out of your pocket. and place it over that piece of paper. I'm almost going to guarantee you, if you are not thick as shit, you're going to be about 90 to 95% accurate. That, my friend, is how you measure food. You eyeball it. So the way I do it with my clients is this, and you guys will know this already if you are my clients. I will say to them 100 grams of chicken, weigh it out. They're like, wow, I never knew 100 grams of chicken was this much or this little or this whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. Send me a picture. They send me the picture. I know they're right. Okay, the scales are good now. We know they're good. Now, they know what raw looks like. They know what cooked looks like because they're weighing it out. They're weighing it out raw. They're cooking it. They know what it looks like. They do that for 1 week. Weigh it, weigh it, weigh it, weigh it. Look at it, visually look at it. Okay, now we take that measurement away, that weighing scale away. And I say to that client, eyeball 100 gram. They eyeball it. So send me the picture. 9 out of 10 times it's bang on. Let's say it's not bang on. I say to that client, does that look accurate to you? And they'll be like, yeah, it looks very accurate. I say, okay, get a weighing scale and I'll weigh it. They'll weigh it and they'll be like, I'm a little bit over. Okay, so we know you're thereabouts, but you're a little bit over every time. So all he has to do is reduce it a little bit. He continually does that for 1 week. He's 2 weeks into measuring food and weighing food and doing all this crap now. Week 3, the guy's an expert for the rest of his life. He then puts the food on the plate of his sons and daughters. They then see that food. They visually know what that food looks like. Now when you go out to restaurants and you buy food, don't let them plate your food up. I'll give you an example. When I go to Nando's, we get a platter. Everyone gets a platter, we know that. There's a few of you eating, you get a platter. What I do with my daughter, we plate the food up. We take little bits off, what we think is about right, what we guess is about right, not how much she wants to eat. Just enough that she needs to eat. She's healthy. It's not like we're depriving her of food. We're teaching her habits from a young age. That's how much food goes in your plate. So all her life, she sees a plate with food from a young age. What do you think will happen later on in her life when she sees a massive amount of food? She will look at that plate and go, that's a lot of food, because it's not something she's used to. She's used to eating good, healthy meals, the right size for your stomach. Now, just very quickly, I'm going to go into the size of your stomach and why we shouldn't eat voluminous food when it comes to calories and why they're incorrect. Let's say we take some, I'm going to give an example of carbohydrates over here, rice. Now people are like, yeah, this is how many carbs I'm on a day. Sorry, this is how many calories I'm on today. So I'm allowed to eat more rice because it's more voluminous per calorie. It's not calorie dense. If you were to get 1,000 calories of peanuts, it'd be about this big, that big, that's it. If you were to get 1,000 calories of rice, the plate would be this big. Now, you're made to believe in this day and age that, look, it's so much better if we eat this kind of food, more voluminous food, we're eating more food, we're filling ourselves up more. No, all you're doing, bro, is making your stomach bigger and bigger and bigger. Our stomachs have expanded to the size they shouldn't be today. I know that how, because I walk around and look at everybody's belly. Now, I'm not saying everyone should have a six-pack. I'm not saying that. But our belly should not stick out more than its chest. That is a factor, I can guarantee it. So how do our bellies get so big over time? Should we eat little and often? No. We can eat big meals, but we need to eat calorie dense. We're going to count calories. We need to eat calorie dense meals. Steak, nuts. One meal could be 2,000 calories. I myself am on about 4,500 calories right now. People don't believe me when they say that. Bro, live with me, man. Come live with me. I'm going to record it. You're going to see exactly what I'm eating every single day. So I have basically dismissed the calories work as a measuring tool for someone who has muscle. I don't think they're right. I think every calorie is built different. Even the guys who bum calories will agree on that. I think everybody metabolizes calories different. Then we bring in the digestive system. Oh my God, you see how confusing it gets? Now each calorie, if your body breaks down, let's say 10 calories, and you are a fat piece of shit, and then you have me, a supercomputer, of digestion, how do you think my body's gonna break down that calories? Hey, I might wipe my ass with 10 calories, bro. I wipe my ass with 1,000 calories. It ain't nothing to me, bro. My digestive system is optimal. Like, it is the most highest functioning digestive system out there. Correctly, works good. I hardly fall, I don't eat gassy foods. You know, my shits are good. I know, sorry I have to say that, guys, but that's the reality of it. And it's not that I'm amazing. It's just that I know how to do it. I know what to eat, when to eat, how to eat it, how much to eat, calorie-dense food. Now, this is just a blanket statement over here. Obviously, if you guys want coaching, then the link is in the description. That's how we do it. There's another thing as well. I'm an Asian guy, and my mum never had a cookbook, ever. And when she made food at home, now look, I'm not hating on the Caucasian mothers out there, okay? You guys will do good. Good on you, bro. I'm not hating on you guys. But your food's very bland. You have 1 or 2 ingredients, you have salt and pepper, and nowadays, because it's 2023, you guys are starting to discover Cajun seasoning. We discovered that a long time ago, bro. Cajun seasoning for us is like a bit of salt. That's all it is. The point I'm trying to say is, our mums make the food. And I've watched my mum make food many times. And everything's eyeballed. A bit of this, a bit of that. There's like 10 different spices and seasonings. And it's eyeballed. Nothing is measured, nothing is weighed. Boom, boom, boom. Bit of yogurt, dollops, boom, that's enough. Looks good, yeah, add this, add that. Have you seen Italian grandmothers or Italian mothers when they cook? If you're Italian, you guys are big on the spices and you guys are big on your seasoning as well. Go look at some Turkish person cook. Go look at the Mediterraneans cook. Bam, 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 bam. Eyeball. They don't weigh anything out, bro. Nowadays you have cooking shows that say, we have 0.3 grams of sugar, 0.8 grams of salt. And you know what I'm trying to say, bro? You guys don't know about recipe. And I can almost guarantee you this right now. I just guarantee you this. I might be biased when I say this. Our food tastes better. All the cuisines where the chef is an artist, the food tastes better. If you have to weigh every single ingredient out, measure every single ingredient, the food is gonna not taste good. I know that for a fact. You guys have been all around the world. You know what I'm talking about. When that food is just handballed, measured in, bam, 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 you know it tastes good. And that's the point I'm trying to say about when it comes to eating good and healthy. Eyeball everything. Learn to eyeball everything. It's not hard, bro. You only have to roll your iPhone 20 times a week in order to get it exact. And then if you fall off and you start thinking, do you know what? Maybe my portions aren't the size of an iPhone Max. I'm not saying do that, I'm just giving you an example. Then take your iPhone Max out again, bro, and start drawing it. Start drawing it again, reset, recoup, get your mind right. Get everything in check. Look at it and think, okay, you know what? Yeah, man, I'm bang on again, bro. I'm bang on where I should be. And that is why the calorie system, you guys might believe it was invented in 1854, hasn't changed much since. The equation on it, the science on it is completely wrong. Argue with me all you want, I don't care. You might show me a test subject, don't care. I am the subject, bro. I'm the real life subject. Many clients, bro. I did almost 200 clients last year. And one on track of beating that this year. One was beating it, and we're only in May. We're only in May, bro. So something's happening, something's coming. People are following because they're sick and tired of the shit sold from out there. They want real life scenarios, real life answers, not bullshit stuff like people, oh well, easy to measure calories. All you have to do is use a calorie meter. All you have to do is 2.2 times 3. Shit. Shut up, bro. We don't care about that. And if you feel the need to count calories, go for it, bro. Knock yourself out, go count calories. I ain't gonna stop you. But I'll almost guarantee you this, my way is better, it's more efficient, it's more healthy. You're not eating stupid amounts of food all the time. You're having a controlled amount of carbohydrates on particular days, on certain days. Your gut inflammation will be reduced. Many people, I walk around now, I am like an X-ray vision for gut inflammation. I can look at someone and say, you got a gut inflammation. You got issues with your bowels, I know it. I've done this long enough, bro. Been doing this way too long. I can see people's eating habits. Go outside McDonald's during the day and go see people. That's got inflammation. If you're eating McDonald's during the day, McDonald's has probably about 1,000 ingredients in the burger. Half of them ain't even probably listed. All chemicalized, all made in a lab. And you guys say, well, McDonald's cheeseburger only has this amount of calories. It's only got that amount of calories. You're wrong. Believe what you want, what they want you to believe. Go for it, bro. I'm not gonna stop you. I ain't no slave. But those people who were on the right path with me, or not even the right path, let's just call it my path, the way I do things. I'm living proof, my clients are living proof it works. This is not snake oil, I'm not sending you anything massive. If you wanna buy my programs and packages, link is in the description. Comment down below what you think about calories. And as always guys, please, we're trying to grow out here. Share and please subscribe.